Hey friends, it's Simi again, your health accountability body. A quick one. I want to tell you a small story before you blink. It's going to be a very quick one. So last year, a friend of mine called me late at night. Her voice was shaking, not screaming, not crying, just that quiet fear that tells you something is very wrong. She said, Simi, my son looks fine. He was laughing today, but the doctor just said something I never expected. That boy was 8. Yes, 8. Same age as that little friend who forgets to wash hands after playing outside. Same age as the child who eats snacks with dusty fingers and wipes them on their shirts. Same age as the child who looks perfectly okay until they are not. Do you want to know the shocking part? No pain at first. No warning sign most parents actually do notice. Just small things everyone ignores. And what the doctor found shocked even me. But stay with me because what caused it is something most parents don't connect to ulcers. Science has been shouting about it quietly for years, but nobody really talks about it like that. Now, I want you to listen to me like I'm your 8-year-old friend sitting beside you on the floor and telling you some very important things. Ulcer is not just an adult problem. It is not just for stressed workers or old people. Science has proven that children can develop stomach ulcers too. Real studies, real hospital records, not stories. When I first decided to start making this finding about ulcers in kids, like I said in my previous video, it was a nurse who mentioned it to me. She had told me that there's high rates of children being rushed to the hospital due to ulcer lately. Then I decided to, because I'm a mother, and I decided to go on this deep research to understand what truly causes it, because she mentioned some things to me verbally and I had to go and dig more on the things she listed. And that's why I'm bringing this to you. One of the biggest hidden doors ulcers used to enter a child's body is dirty hands. I know you may not have heard this before, but I'm letting you know today that science says it's dirty hands. I know it may sound too simple, almost silly, but let me explain it like I'm explaining to my little friend. You see, inside our stomach, there is strong acid. That acid helps us break food. It's like a cleaning liquid. But the stomach also has a soft wall that protects it, just like a pillow. Now, there's a tiny germ which is very tiny. You can't actually see it with your eyes. Its name is Helicobacter pylori. It's a big name, but it's a small troublemaker, trust me. Science has found this germ in many children around the world, especially in places where hand washing is not taken seriously. Studies from World Health Organization and pediatric research journals show that this germ spreads mainly through dirty hands, dirty food, dirty water, and dirty surfaces. When kids touch the floor, their toys, toilets, door handles, phones, then eat without washing their hands properly, this germ sneaks in quietly. At first, the child will look fine. The child will laugh, the child will play, the child will even eat without losing appetite. And that is the scary part. This germ doesn't rush things, it stays quietly, it works slowly, damaging the stomach's soft wall. Science calls this chronic inflammation. It's also a big word, but it simply means slow, silent injury. Over time, the acid starts burning the stomach wall, and that burn becomes an ulcer. And by the time pain shows up, damage has already started because the pain doesn't start showing up until the damage begins. Now, let's go back to my friend's son. She kept asking herself, but he doesn't even complain. How did this happen? Then the doctor asked simple questions. Does he wash his hands every time? Before eating, after toilets, after playing? My friend went quiet because, like many homes, hand washing was sometimes, all those quick rinse or I washed already kind of thing. Or sometimes we just want to wash it later. Science shows that children don't form habits by instruction alone. They form habits by routine and fun. Children, they love play, they love things that bring fun, laughter to them, not you trying to impose it. Even if you sit them down to explain to them the reason you want them to actually start taking that routine seriously, they may not still take you seriously as much as they would if you make it fun for them. Research from child behavior studies shows kids learn faster when something feels like a game and not a rule. And that's why shouting, "Go and wash your hands," rarely works long term. Now, listen, this part is very, very important. Ulcer is not the only damage dirty hands cause. Another hidden effect science has linked dirty hands to in children is frequent stomach infections and poor nutrient absorption, meaning the child eats food, but the body doesn't fully use it. Studies show repeated stomach infections can affect growth, focus, and even school performance. A child may look normal but feel tired. The child will feel slow, or the child over time will lose appetite. Again, no loud warning. Now, let me tell you a short chaos moment from that same story. After the diagnosis, my friend felt guilt, heavy guilt. She kept replaying small moments, the rushed mornings, the snacks in the car, the wash later moments. You know, kids tend to actually snack a lot in the car, especially maybe when you're picking them, taking them home from school. You had got them something, or possibly they have leftover snacks in their bags, and they just pick it and eat without washing their hands. Of course, they've been in school all day, and this time they've touched a lot of things. And this time they just rush and pick their snacks, snack in the car before even getting home to either wash their hand or have a bath. The truth is, she felt so guilty, but guilt doesn't fix anything. What fixes things is routine. Science says habits stick when they are attached to joy. And there's another thing which I found out. Researchers actually says children put their hands in their mouth up to 50 times in 1 hour. I know this will really shock you, but I'm still trying to imagine it in my head. 50 times in 1 hour. You can imagine they're touching the tables, they put their hands in their mouths. They are even the crawling ones, after crawling for some time, they put their hands in their mouth. How do you even go about it? It's just care and being intentional, because if you ask me as a mom, it's not all that easy. But here's what research backs child psychologists and hygiene studies suggest. I'm going to explain it like I'm talking to my little friend again. Don't make hand washing a punishment. Make it a ritual. You see, children remember stories, so create a story around it. In that house, they invented an invisible monster that hates soap. Every time hands touch soap, the monster cries and runs away. Silly, right? But effective. Science says so. They added songs, not long songs, maybe just 20 seconds, because research shows proper hand washing takes about 20 seconds to remove germs effectively. So it doesn't have to be there, you don't have to be there for minutes. 20 seconds, according to science, is effective enough to kill the germs. So they place soap where kids can see it. Bright color soaps, fun smelling soap. Study shows visual cues increase habit consistency in children. That's another thing. So they stopped rushing hand washing because rushed washing doesn't remove germs. Soap plus rubbing matters, yes. That friction breaks germ shells. That's real science. explained simply. And here is a part rarely talked about. Research shows kids copy adults more than they obey adults. If parents keep washing hands after phone use, toilet or outside, children notice it. Yeah, they're always watching us. No lecture can beat examples. Now, let's fast forward. That boy, he healed over time with proper care and lifestyle changes guided by doctors. But the lesson stayed. The mother told me something that still sits heavy in my chest. She said, if I knew ulcers could start this quietly, I would have taken hand washing like a treasure, not a reminder. And that's why I'm here today, talking softly and not scaring you, parents. Your child may look fine now, laughing now, running now, but science shows problems don't always announce themselves early. Hand washing is not about fear, it's about protection. It protects the stomach, it protects growth, it protects learning, it protects future health. And no, this is not about being perfect. We all know no one is perfect. It's about being consistent. If your child forgets, don't shout. Turn it into a shared moment. Sing together, laugh together, count bubbles, raise the soap. We're all after protecting these children, right? Because habits built with joy last longer than habits built with fear. And here's the quiet truth science agrees on. Small daily actions prevent big future problems. Ulcers don't start loud, they start quiet. And dirty hands are one of their favorite doors. I'll stop here for now. But if this changed the way you see something as small as hand washing, then we did something really productive today. Once again, I'm Simi, your health accountability body, always watching out for you and those little ants you love so much.